Unshakable Calm, Mastering Your Emotions Through Stoic Wisdom and Psychology. Welcome to Practical Philosophy, where we explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and modern psychology to help you cultivate clarity, resilience, and inner peace. If you're searching for a way to navigate life's challenges with grace, strength, and unwavering calm, you're in the right place. Life often feels like a series of unpredictable twists, moments that test our patience and pull us into emotional turmoil. But what if there was a way to rise above it all? A way to master your emotions and take back control of your inner world? That's exactly what we'll uncover in this journey together. Whether you're new to Stoicism, curious about emotional mastery, or simply looking for practical tools to enhance your life, our channel is dedicated to helping you transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Thank you for joining us on this path. Make sure to subscribe, because together, we're building a community rooted in wisdom, strength, and clarity. Let's dive in and begin your journey to unshakable calm. Every day, we face challenges that stretch our patience to its limits. A sharp comment can feel like an arrow piercing our composure, an unfair judgment like a weight on our spirit, or even a minor inconvenience like a stone in our shoe. Relentlessly irritating. But why do some people glide through these disruptions as if shielded by an invisible armor, while others crumble into frustration or despair? Have you ever wondered what it would take to cultivate that kind of resilience, to break free from the shackles of emotional reactivity and embrace a state of unshakable calm? The answer lies not in changing the world but in transforming the way we perceive and respond to it. This is more than just a guide to emotional regulation. It is an exploration of the profound connections between human behavior and the timeless insights of Stoicism. By weaving together the threads of psychology and philosophy, we aim to unravel the mysteries of why we respond to challenges in certain ways and, more importantly, how we can reframe those responses to cultivate resilience, strength, and clarity. This journey is not about suppressing emotions but about understanding their roots and transforming them into tools for growth and mastery. Let's embark on this journey together, peeling back the layers of our conditioned responses to uncover not just the immense freedom within, but also the boundless potential to reshape our emotional reality. Each step we take will reveal a deeper understanding of how our minds work and how we can transform even the most challenging moments into opportunities for growth, strength, and wisdom. Life unfolds as an intricate dance of unpredictability. We yearn for stability, craving a sense of control that feels almost within reach but remains elusive. Each new twist or unforeseen event serves as a reminder of how little power we truly wield over the external world. The real challenge, however, lies not in the chaos itself but in our deep-seated desire to bend outcomes, people, and even our emotions to fit our expectations. This longing for control, while understandable, becomes the root of our suffering, anchoring us to frustrations and disappointments that might otherwise pass like clouds on a windy day. Do you notice how often we find ourselves saying things like, "They ruined my day," or "I'd be happy if only"? These seemingly innocent statements mask a deeper reality. We willingly relinquish control of our emotions to circumstances and other people. It's not just a harmless habit. It's a profound act of self-sabotage rooted in a complex web of deeply ingrained fears and insecurities. At its core, this behavior reflects our struggle to bridge the gap between our internal expectations and the unpredictability of the external world. This gap becomes a breeding ground for frustration, as we tether our emotional well-being to forces beyond our control. Understanding this dynamic is the first step in reclaiming the power we've unknowingly surrendered. Imagine a colleague who dismisses your idea in front of others. At that moment, anger rises, and your thoughts spin uncontrollably. How could they disrespect me like this? This surge of emotion feels justified. But pause for a moment. Is your reaction truly about their dismissive words? Or does it stem from the unspoken expectation that they would value your input? This is where a profound insight emerges. The pain we experience often arises not from the actions of others, but from the chasm between what we anticipate and what actually unfolds. When you recognize this gap, it's as though a dense fog lifts, revealing the clarity to see situations for what they truly are. Instead of being trapped by unmet expectations, you are freed to navigate reality with grace and composure. The Stoics understood this profoundly. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." In these seemingly simple words lies a profound truth, the cornerstone of emotional mastery. To live by this principle requires more than mere understanding, it demands practice, awareness, and a willingness to confront our deepest conditioned responses. It challenges us to step into the space between stimulus and reaction, where true freedom resides, and transform it into a moment of power and clarity. Let's journey deeper into this principle to uncover its transformative potential. We all harbor an inner critic, that relentless voice scrutinizing every interaction, weighing our worth against the fleeting reactions of others. This voice, shaped by childhood conditioning and reinforced by societal expectations, often evolves into a ceaseless judge that drives us to seek external validation. Think about it. How many times have you replayed a conversation in your mind, meticulously dissecting each word, imagining how others might perceive you? This mental replay isn't just exhausting, it's a thief of presence, siphoning away energy that could be directed toward our own growth, joy, and inner peace. Over time, this self-critical loop creates a fragile sense of self, one overly reliant on others' opinions, leaving us perpetually chasing approval that can never truly satisfy. Yet the paradox of seeking validation is that it's an endless chase with no true fulfillment. External praise provides a fleeting high, like a drop of water to a parched soul, momentarily quenching but never truly satisfying. Criticism, however, lingers like a shadow, casting doubt and insecurity that cut deeper than we often realize. Why is this so? Because we've constructed our sense of self on the precarious foundation of others' opinions, allowing external judgments to dictate our inner stability. This makes us vulnerable to the whims of others, enslaving us to their approval or disapproval. Marcus Aurelius offers a profound reminder: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This realization is liberating. It shifts the focus inward, empowering us to build an unshakable core that isn't swayed by fleeting validations or stinging criticisms. True strength emerges when we detach our worth from the unpredictable tides of external opinion and anchor it in self-awareness and inner resilience. Think of a time when someone's comment left you feeling diminished. In that moment, it may have seemed like their words had the power to define your worth, casting a shadow over your confidence. But pause and ask yourself, was it truly about you? Or did their words simply mirror their own insecurities, biases, or misunderstandings? When you learn to separate yourself from their judgment, you reclaim authority over your emotional state. This shift isn't about detachment or indifference, it's about building a fortress of internal stability, one that prioritizes your self-worth over fleeting opinions. By anchoring your sense of value within yourself, you create a space where the turbulence of external judgments can no longer shake you. Anger. It's a fiery emotion, often seen as a righteous response to injustice, a defense of our dignity, or a natural expression of frustration. Yet, have you ever paused to ask yourself, who benefits from my anger? Who does it truly serve? The answer, more often than not, is no one. The Buddha's analogy captures this vividly. Holding on to anger is like gripping a burning coal, intending to throw it at someone, but in the process, you are the one scorched by its heat. This truth challenges us to reconsider anger's role in our lives. Far from empowering us, Anger frequently chains us to the very circumstances we wish to transcend. By letting go, we aren't conceding defeat, we are reclaiming control over our inner world, choosing clarity and strength over the fleeting satisfaction of emotional outbursts. Psychologically, anger often serves as a shield for deeper vulnerabilities, fear, hurt, or frustration lurking beneath its fiery surface. When someone cuts us off in traffic or interrupts us mid-sentence, the anger we feel isn't solely about the event. It stems from the story we craft around it, a narrative of disrespect, devaluation, or even personal attack. This storytelling, while automatic, magnifies our pain and keeps us locked in reactive patterns. Recognizing this narrative is the first, crucial step to disarming anger. By pausing and questioning the story, we create space to see the situation with clarity. Is the other person's behavior truly about us? Or could it reflect their stress, distraction, or even obliviousness? Shifting the focus from assumption to understanding not only softens anger but also builds a bridge to deeper emotional freedom. The Stoics viewed anger not as a sign of strength, but as an impediment to wisdom and control. Seneca, one of the greatest minds of Stoicism, offered a profound antidote: the greatest remedy for anger is delay. These words aren't about avoiding action but about cultivating thoughtful response over knee-jerk reaction. Imagine being in a moment of intense provocation, the kind that stirs a visceral need to lash out. Now picture the immense power in holding your peace, not out of suppression, but out of understanding. This is not passivity, it's mastery. It's the choice to wield clarity over chaos, to act deliberately rather than react impulsively. This approach isn't just about avoiding regret, it's about creating the space for wiser, more effective action that aligns with your values and long-term peace. True strength lies in this ability to transform anger into a force for reflection and growth. Let's delve deeper into an inspiring historical example: Mahatma Gandhi. A man who encountered relentless adversity, faced insults, aggression, and even physical harm with unwavering calm. When others sought to provoke him, he did not retaliate in anger or defensiveness. Instead, he demonstrated the profound strength of choosing non-reaction. Gandhi's restraint was not a sign of passivity or weakness but an expression of ultimate self-mastery. His approach reflected an inner clarity and conviction that no external force could dictate his peace of mind. By responding with calm, he disarmed his opponents and illuminated a higher path, teaching us that true power lies in maintaining control over our inner world, regardless of external chaos. This is the essence of unshakable calm. Life often feels unfair, as if the universe operates on rules we cannot fully grasp. We've all faced those moments when our diligent efforts went unrecognized, or acts of kindness were met not with gratitude, but with indifference. These experiences sting deeply, not because of the events themselves, but because they clash with our internalized expectation that good deeds and hard work should yield equitable rewards. Yet, this expectation reflects a uniquely human construct: fairness, a concept deeply ingrained in our collective psyche but absent in the impartial workings of the universe. The truth is, fairness as we understand it is not a universal law, it is a subjective lens through which we interpret the randomness of life. Think of fairness as a double-edged sword. When life aligns with our expectations, it fills us with a sense of validation and order, as though the universe is affirming our efforts. Yet, when the world diverges from our perceived sense of justice, it cuts deeply, leaving wounds of betrayal and resentment. This attachment to fairness, while natural, ensnares us in a turbulent cycle of emotional highs and lows, dependent on external validation. The Stoics, however, approached life with a radical perspective of acceptance. They recognized that fairness, as we understand it, is a human construct, not a guarantee of the universe. Marcus Aurelius eloquently reminds us. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart. These words urge us to transcend our expectations and embrace life's unpredictability with grace, finding meaning in the connections and experiences that shape our journey, regardless of their alignment with fairness. Reflect on this: a friend you've helped countless times doesn't show up for you in your hour of need. At first, this absence may sting, fueling thoughts of betrayal or ingratitude. It's easy to fall into the trap of resentment, replaying scenarios where you went out of your way to support them. But pause and consider this: their actions don't erase the value of your kindness, they simply reveal their priorities or limitations at that moment. Perhaps they are overwhelmed, distracted, or unaware of the weight of your need. By choosing to accept this as part of the human experience, complex, imperfect, and often unbalanced, you liberate yourself from the emotional burden of unmet expectations. True kindness stems from a place of generosity, not from a transactional need for reciprocity. Letting go of that need transforms your actions into expressions of your values, not reflections of others' responses, granting you the freedom to live authentically and without unnecessary suffering. Psychology reinforces this idea through the transformative concept of cognitive reframing. By consciously choosing to view situations through a lens of growth and opportunity rather than disappointment or expectation, we grant ourselves the power to redefine our experiences. It's a deliberate shift in focus, away from what we lack or fear, toward what we can learn and achieve. This practice doesn't mean ignoring the realities of hardship or denying our emotions. Rather, it's about rewriting the story we tell ourselves in a way that strengthens us. When we reframe a perceived setback as a lesson, or a failure as a stepping stone, we release ourselves from the grip of emotional turmoil. It's an act of self-empowerment, a way of reclaiming control over how we interpret and respond to the world around us. Silence is a gift often misunderstood, a rare virtue in a world consumed by the rush to respond. In the midst of chaos and instant reactions, the ability to pause, to let words remain unspoken, becomes a mark of profound wisdom. Silence does not signify agreement or weakness, it is a deliberate choice, a testament to strength and self-control. It offers us the power to hold our ground without escalating tensions, to reflect before reacting, and to maintain clarity in the face of provocation. Silence, in its restraint, speaks volumes about who we are and what we value. Imagine someone hurling accusations at you in a heated argument. The instinctive reaction might be to defend yourself, to argue, or even to retaliate in kind. But what if, instead of succumbing to the heat of the moment, you chose silence? Silence disarms not only the other person but also your own inner turmoil. It grants you a precious pause, a space where emotions settle and clarity emerges. In that silence, you reclaim control over your words, your thoughts, and the direction of the conversation. The anger or aggression of the other person begins to lose its power, as it is met not with resistance but with calm presence. Silence becomes a mirror, reflecting the futility of hostility and opening the door to understanding. The Stoics revered silence as a profound tool of wisdom and self-mastery. Epictetus advised, "Keep silent for the most part, or speak merely what is necessary," highlighting the immense value of restraint in communication. This practice is not about retreating from conflict or avoiding confrontation, it is about approaching it with deliberate intention. Silence creates space to think, to process, and to align our words with our values. When words are chosen with care, they carry the weight of reflection, thoughtfulness, and clarity, transforming them into powerful instruments of influence and understanding. In a world overflowing with noise, the art of meaningful silence becomes a testament to true strength and control. In relationships, this principle becomes transformative. Picture a heated discussion with a partner, where emotions run high and words can so easily escalate the tension. Now, instead of rushing to defend or retaliate, imagine taking a deliberate pause. This silence is not avoidance, it is an intentional act of creating space for clarity and calm. When followed by thoughtful, measured words, it has the power to shift the entire dynamic from conflict to connection. In that moment, it's no longer about winning the argument or proving a point, it's about truly understanding the other person and fostering mutual respect. Silence, in this context, acts as a bridge, allowing emotions to settle and paving the way for empathy and resolution. Gratitude is the unsung hero of emotional mastery, a quiet force that transforms our perception of life. It gently nudges us to shift our focus from scarcity to abundance, illuminating even the darkest moments with possibilities for growth and renewal. Modern neuroscience supports this ancient wisdom, revealing that gratitude reshapes the brain, strengthening pathways associated with joy, resilience, and a sense of purpose. It acts as an anchor, grounding us in the present and reminding us of the richness that already exists in our lives, even amidst challenges. Consider this: you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Frustration builds as you glance repeatedly at the clock, your mind spiraling into negative thoughts. The temptation to honk the horn or curse the situation feels almost irresistible. But what if you paused and redirected your focus? What if, instead of fixating on the delay, you concentrated on what's going right? You have a car to shield you from the elements, a destination that gives purpose to your journey, and perhaps a favorite song on the radio that stirs a sense of nostalgia or joy. These small but significant positives, when consciously acknowledged, can shift your mindset. This simple act of gratitude, recognizing what is good amidst what feels frustrating, has the power to not only alter the trajectory of your day but also build a habit of resilience and optimism over time. Gratitude isn't about denying challenges, it's about finding a steady anchor amidst life's tempests. It invites us to shift our perspective from what is missing to what is present, transforming struggles into opportunities for reflection and growth. Cicero's timeless words remind us, gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues but the parent of all others. By cultivating gratitude, we do more than merely acknowledge life's positives, we reframe adversity as a teacher, fostering patience, building resilience, and nurturing a deeper, more enduring joy that sustains us through life's inevitable ups and downs. Mastering emotions is a lifelong journey, one that requires patience, reflection, and courage. It's not about striving for an unattainable perfection but rather about cultivating a deep awareness of our inner world and approaching each moment with deliberate intentionality. Every situation, no matter how challenging, offers us a critical juncture to react impulsively, driven by raw emotion, or to respond thoughtfully, guided by clarity and wisdom. The more consistently we choose the latter, the more we align ourselves with true freedom, a state of being where we are no longer bound by external triggers or internal turmoil, but instead rooted in our own calm and strength. Let this be your invitation to explore, reflect, and grow. Share these lessons with those around you, your family, friends, and even strangers. In doing so, you not only transform your own life but inspire a ripple effect of calm, clarity, and wisdom in the world. Emotional mastery is not about suppressing feelings or pretending to be unshaken, it is about recognizing, understanding, and transforming emotions into tools for a more meaningful existence. At Practical Philosophy, our mission is to empower individuals like you to navigate life with resilience and insight. If these ideas resonate with you, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and join our growing community of thoughtful, introspective learners. Together, we can cultivate a world where emotional mastery is not just a goal but a shared reality. Thank you for embarking on this journey with us. Your growth inspires ours, and we are grateful to have you as part of this community. If you found value in these lessons, consider sharing them with others who might benefit. Let's build a movement of clarity and strength, one thought at a time.